So for the last 2 or 3 days now, I've been letting this bird out in the garden and putting it in this cage for a few hours, just to let it get reassociated with the outside world. And it's been hopping around and flying around, and I think it's pretty much raring to go. It's put on a lot of weight, and it's grown its feathers a lot more, so it really is in good condition. And because these birds are on the red list, they are declining. They're a very rare bird these days to actually see, and I've only ever seen one in my life. So and that's 25 years of watching these birds that we find in the UK. It's really a good opportunity to make the most of having this juvenile in the hand, and of course getting it ringed. And by ringing the bird, and that is the process of putting a little metal ring on the leg, and it doesn't hurt the bird, it doesn't harm them in any way, it gives us a great opportunity to be able to observe, should it be caught in a mist net again by a qualified ringer. And of course, don't try and ring any of these birds at home yourself. You must get in touch with a qualified ringer to be able to do this, which I have done. And the British Trust for Ornithology, or the BTO, who I contacted, are very kindly sending out a volunteer shortly to come and ring this bird, so that should it get picked up again, or worst case, unfortunately, should the ring be recovered if the bird is found dead in another country, France, Spain, Africa, of course, where it's going to be heading shortly, then it gives us a good idea of where this bird has been and how it's migrated and what's happened to it. So yeah, it's a really good way of figuring out the lifestyle of these birds, because they do undertake an incredible journey. Of course, this will be heading to the Congo, Central Africa, Central and Southern Africa, so a phenomenal journey. And of course you can see just stretching his wings there, and he's really raring to go. So I'm looking forward to getting this bird ringed and then releasing it hopefully later on today.
And then what we do is just check that that's nice and sealed. Yeah, perfect. So as you can see, and there's plenty of movement on that ring as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
So it doesn't get stuck. So normally we put them the other way around, but I put them that way because cuckoos are quite a well photographised bird. That's not a word. There could be a chance that someone with a good lens could get that in the field without him having to be recaught.
Brilliant.
So that's all good.
Yeah, it's good condition, isn't it?
Beautiful bird, absolutely beautiful. And all that white fringing tells us it's a juvenile.
Yeah.
As you said anyway.
Yeah, brilliant. And so that ring, obviously, if he is caught, then that number
is totally unique.
Recorded to the BTO.
Yep, exactly that.
And we'll know
and
where
it's worldwide as well.
Yeah.
So any ringer anywhere in the world could come across this ring, and they'll know. Even if he gets predated and they come across the ring in a nest, that can happen. Yeah, it's totally unique.
Brilliant.
And it's quite brilliant.
And that's just to check that he's growing back his new feathers, right?
Yeah. So that means he's probably been fledged a couple of months.
Yeah.
And so that's a good sign what we expect him to be doing this time of year.
Brilliant.
Which is good. Because when they first leave the nest, they just focus on basically flight feathers and a minimal amount of feathers. Then once they're out and actually eating and doing well, that's when they then put the energy into making more feathers to keep themselves warm and storing fat reserves.
Brilliant.
Which actually I will do a fat score as well. I think that's the one. Let me just double check that. You can't beat a nice crib sheet. I'm not expecting to see much fat, so that's cool.
No.
So because we don't ring a huge amount of cuckoos, especially juveniles, we kind of want extra. Sorry, little one. Just gonna take a few little extra bits that I don't normally take. And it also means every bit of data is crucial.
Yeah.
So 198. Yeah. Oh, okay, come on, 94. We'll go 95.0. Come on. There we go. .0. So, I think that's everything I kind of need. Cough. So I'm just going to make a note of fat 0 because there's no fat. We wouldn't expect any fat yet anyway. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I need.
Real.
So be ready to go. Yeah, whenever.
Fantastic. Well, the sun's almost poking through now, the rain stopped, and I think it's a great time to release this bird. And of course, I'm only a few hundred yards from where I first found it on the side of the road almost 3 weeks ago now. So it's brilliant to see this bird flourish and grow and obviously become a different bird to what it was when I first found it. So all being well, this individual will make it to Africa, which is an absolute phenomenal feat considering they don't have anything to show them the way. It's just inbuilt into them. And I believe some people have understood that they actually follow the stars as well for navigation, which, you know, for something with a relatively small brain is quite phenomenal. So as you can see, I think he's raring to go. So let's let him go.